Welcome to the Primo's Musings podcast.
Good morning. This is Shri here with a Day 3 recap of the Indian Wells Tennis Tournament in California. It was a very interesting day, especially for some of the top seeds in the men's bracket. Let's start with Alcaraz, and I had an opportunity to watch it against the Italian that he faced. It was really, really good, Arnaldi. And just watching the first set, Arnaldi went toe-to-toe with Alcaraz, very hard hitter of the ball, excellent serve. Alcaraz definitely had some problems handling Arnaldi. Even some of the points that went long, Arnaldi was able to move Alcaraz both sides. Watching the match, not sure if his ankle that he hurt, affected Alcaraz, but he seemed to be moving fine. And I think despite, Arnaldi did have like a set point on Carlos Alcaraz serve, but Alcaraz managed to take it to the tiebreaker. Close back and forth points in the tiebreaker, and Alcaraz fell a tad short of this after a very amazing point, played by Arnaldi. Alcaraz put the ball into the net, and Arnaldi won the first set. I was getting ready to kind of, sit. I kind of knew that this match would go for 3 sets, but Alcaraz was just dominant. He won the next 12, all the 12 out of 13 games. And Arnaldi had no answers. The second set was a bagel, and Carlos really showed why he's one of the top players. It seemed like Arnaldi pretty much used up all his points, all his great points in the first set. Going back to they're one of the hottest players on the tour right now, which is Sinner. Sinner had something very similar in the sense that he won the first set against Kokkinakis. It was a very close first 6 games, but then Sinner won 6-3 in the first set, and then in second set, again, it was a bagel for him. And again, he continues to kind of prove why, he's still the player to beat in this tournament. And de Minaur also won straight sets, great impressive victory. Zverev, little disappointment for Murray. He fell to Rublev. But, he's going to be in every tournament that you're going to see him for 1 or 2 rounds. In some cases, he may go a little longer. He still has a passion to play the game. Other good winners include Tsitsipas, Shelton from an American standpoint as well, and Tiafoe as well. On the women's side of things, today you have Coco Gauff, but yesterday Madison Keys, amazing victory in the third set, against another American, Baptiste. Happy for Madison Keys, continues to battle. One of the upsets in the women's was in the round of 64, where our American Wally Nets beat Jabeur 6-4, 6-4. Impressive win for her against a top-ranked player. Italy's Paolini continues to impress, beating Maria of Germany 6-3, 6-3. Paolini is someone who has risen up the ranks. Even Andy Roddick has been talking about her, and she's continued to string impressive victories on the tour. The other big story also is Wozniaki now moves on to the round of 32, beating Vecik. She won the first set in a tiebreaker, won the second set 6-3. Happy for her. For Wozniaki, who's continuing this run right now. And then Swiatek. And then the two, Wondrosa continues to, a little bounce back, 1-6-0, 6-2. Really impressive for her. And then one real disappointment is the withdrawal of Rybakina due to injury. again, on the women's tour, she's, along with Sabalenka, has been one of the most consistent players over the past year or so. She's won Grand Slams, but really disappointment for her and her fans that she had to withdraw. Another impressive victory for Kerber, who beat Ostapenko. She continues on her run as well, like Wozniaki. So, really impressed about where they are right now in their career. Today, you have, like I said, you have Coco Gauff, Raducanu. I do know that Sakari's on, Pegula is on, Azarenka, Osaka, a lot of and Sabalenka, of course, a lot of Grand Slam winners on tap. And then on the men's side, you do have Djokovic, who's going to be playing today, and Taylor Fritz from a United States standpoint, Rude as well, Tommy Paul, and Medvedev. These are some of the marquee matchups today that we can look forward to. The Indian Wells tournament, like everybody knows, as I mentioned before, the fifth major. The only difference is that they only played 3 sets versus 5 sets in the majors. So maybe one of these days this will, they will change the landscape here. But for now, let's kind of enjoy the great victories by Sinner and Alcaraz and Wozniaki, and look forward to what happens today. So with that, I'll be back tomorrow to do a recap of day 4. Thanks for listening.